Hi, I'm Linda Frederick. I'm a Colorado native, and our wish of a lifetime was to have our freedom back. I was born and raised here in Denver, in the Denver area. I grew up in southwest Denver. My dad was a mail carrier and my mom was a nurse. Well, Jerry and I met with some friends. I went to school with our friend's wife, and her husband worked with Jerry, so they introduced us at a party. That was in July, and we got married in October, so it was very quick. During the summer times, basically, we were out gardening, working in the yards, hiking, bicycling, tennis, racquetball, golf. Wintertime, he was an avid skier. Again, played racquetball, worked out in the gym, would come outside even on the worst of days just to be out in the fresh air. He was really an outdoorsman, really, and enjoyed sports immensely. We ran the gamut with activities that were going on. In June of 2007, I was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. Needless to say, I was diagnosed, ended up 3 days after I was diagnosed going through surgery to remove both ovaries, the tumors, the omentum in the stomach. The cancer had metastasized to the omentum, fortunately not to any of the other vital organs. And once the surgery was done, then the decision was made to put me on chemo for 6 months. So I went through chemotherapy from September 2007 until December 14th of 2007. And lost all my hair, was just as bald as I could be, very weak and anemic, very ill. And Jerry was my lifeline. He took care of me all of that time, making sure that I had nutritious meals and things that needed to be done around the house. He was doing, he just did everything in the world for me. Well, that morning was like any morning. He every week would go on a 25-mile bike ride with this group. Well, he'd gotten on his bike, rode a ways and fell, hit his head, got back on his bike, rode a bit further, developed a serious headache. He got off the bike and asked one of the guys he was with if they had an aspirin. They gave him the aspirin and he started to feel a little bit better, and he got back on the bike and mounted. Got about maybe a half a block down, and then he just collapsed with a cerebral hemorrhage. Fortunately, he was with people that had cell phone, and they called for the ambulance. The ambulance came and got him and took him to St. Anthony Central, where he underwent neurosurgery. So since that time, it's been one hospital episode after the other for various things. So it dramatically changed his life. I'm now 24/7 caregiving. I can't work, don't want to work because I don't trust his care to anyone else but me. I don't have a helper helping me do the things that need to be done, so my workload is heavier. But even at that, these kinds of experiences sometimes bring you closer. You begin to realize and grasp how precious life is and how quickly it can be gone and change. So from that regard, it really, I think, really has made me a better person. all the time I question, you know, how much more do we need to carry, because we're carrying a very large burden. You know, but God gives us things sometimes, not only for our own benefit, to teach us patience and understanding and to help us realize the value of other human life, but to also help others who may end up going through a similar tragedy. So I've looked at this as an opportunity to do exactly that, to reach out and to touch other people that are struggling. Wish of a Lifetime Foundation actually supplied us with a Bruno attorney seat, which is a seat that's installed in cars or trucks that allow the disabled access to a vehicle from a wheelchair. What that has meant to us is that we have some freedom. We're not held captive to the house any longer. And for my husband, it's wonderful because he's such an outdoorsy person. Just to get out for a half an hour or 45 minutes just brightens his day. You know, it just makes it more palatable for him to go through this. And I'm quite certain that it aids in his determination to get better. So really, it's a gift from heaven, really. To have that seat is just phenomenal. And the first day that we got it, I wish I could tell you how broad of a smile my husband had. He just grinned from ear to ear. He just was elated. And when we got back home into the garage, he didn't want to get out of the seat. So it's an amazing gift. We were nominated by the foundation, by the Jeremy Bloom Wish of a Lifetime Foundation, to the ABC Extreme Makeover Local American Dream Edition. To actually win this thing I was speechless. I mean, totally speechless. Because, you know, in our lifetime, things like that have not happened to us. And it was just incredible. I had to catch my breath. $5,000 may not seem like a lot of money, but when you're really strapped, which we are, to be able to meet some of the obligations that you have and to have a little bit of a cushion is just a gift. I mean, just truly a gift.